Hello there and welcome to the Mobile Academy. And if you want to become a job ready Flutter developer, make sure to check out the courses on my website mobileacademy.io. Here you will find all of the courses related to the Flutter development. You will find the professional course as well as the basic course related to the Flutter. You can also find some of the free courses over here if you want to just go and try it out, or if you are just a beginner on the Flutter and then the React Native, you can also find the free course over here. And if you would like to be a full stack developer, we also have the course related to the full stack developer, related to the Node.js, Express, MongoDB, as well as the Flutter over here. And if you would like to join the Flutter bootcamp, there is also a bootcamp course over here. So make sure to go and check out the course over here. There are free and then the paid course. And if you want to be a job ready Flutter developer, this is the course that you want to take. So see you guys on the next lesson. Till then, have a great day. Now let us go and add an option to update our tasks over here. So for that, what I will do is I'll just go and copy this particular create task screen over here, and let me paste it in this particular folder. So let's just go and paste it over here, and let us go and rename this one. So this should be for our update, right? So it should be of the update the task screen over here. And let's just go and remove the copy from here, and let's go and rename it over here as well. So I'll just go and rename this one to be of the update, right? And let's just copy this one from here, and let's just go and paste it over here, and we need to paste it over here as well. And this one should be also of the update task screen. So let's just go and replace this one as well, and over here as well. So that should be fine. And now we have the update screen. And the next thing that we will do over here in the init state, what we need to do is we need to, once we click on this one, we need to grab that particular single task from the API. So let's go and call the API, and I'll just go and say the widget binding over here dot the instance over here, and add the post frame callback over here. And we'll just go and call the get the not the get task, we need to call the get a single task over here, and we need to pass in the ID. So for that, what I will do is I'll just go and say a final string over here, and this string will be of the ID, and we require that one over here. So require, and then this dot the ID over here. And once we have that, we'll just go and say the widget dot the ID that we need to pass in over here, and this should go and grab our single task from the API, and that should be fine. And it's not always required to go and call the API. Since you already have the list, you can also go and search that particular the list, but here we want to call the API since we have already created all the API routes and all of the stuff over here. But in the real use case, you may not want to call the API every time, since you have already a list of that particular API over here. And once we have that, let's go down over here, and let's just go and update this one to be update the tags over here. And let's go down over here, let's go down, and this should be also let's go and rename this one to be of the update the we have the update, right? Update the tags over here. Let's just go and replace this one over here as well. And sorry for that, it should be of the, let's just copy this one and paste it over here, and we will validate over here. If not valid, then we are going to go and call the update the tags over here, and that should be good to go. So we need to pass in the ID over here as well. So the ID that we are going to pass in is the widget dot the ID that we are grabbing in. So if you go to this particular update tags, we need to pass in the ID over here, and that ID is passed through the update use case provider. So once we have that set up, that should be good to go. And here we need to, what's a different one? So if you go to this particular let's go to here, and it is on the loading state as well as the updated. So let's go over here, and we will go to the listener over here, and it should be of the each update. So let's go and grab that one over here. And I guess once we update it, we want to show something different over here. For the loading state, I guess it should be fine, because we just want to show a loading state over here. And for the update one, I will just go and install one more package over here. So let's go down over here to the pubspec.yaml file, and here we are going to add one more package that we will use, that is of the Flutter style toast. So with this, you can customize some of the toast matches, like you can add the animation and all of those stuff. It's pretty cool. So you can just go and check out this package in this particular link over here. So what we'll do is we'll just go and install it. So Flutter pub, I guess a Flutter pub get over here. So let's just go and add that particular dependency, and once the dependency is installed, we are good to go. So let's just go back to our update screen, and once we have that updated, we want to show some toast message over here, so the user can see that the task was updated over here. So we'll just go and check for the condition. If that is of the update is of the true, then we'll just go and call the show toast message from here, and we'll just go and pass in some of the configuration. You can just go and read the documentation. There are a lot of the configuration that you can actually pass in over here, but we are just going to use some of those configuration over here. The first one will be, we need to pass in the task successfully updated, the message over here, and we need to pass in the context over here, and we'll also pass in the animation. So you can just go and pass different kind of the animation that it provides. So style toast animation, and you can provide a lot of the animation over here. So I'll just go and say slide from the bottom, or slide from the I guess slide from the right should be fine. So let's just go and select that one. You can just go and play around with this particular animation configuration, and I'll just go and also make use of the not this one, so it should be of the reverse animation, REVER. Reverse animation is also there, so we can also add the reverse animation. So style toast animation that we have over here, just go and grab this one, and we can pass in some info like the, I'll just go and set the fade over here. And position, you can also define the position where you want to position the toast message. Position to the, I guess, to the top, or you can just say the bottom over here. I guess bottom should be much more better. So let's just go and add it to the bottom over here. Animation duration, and let's just go and add the duration over here. And duration, maybe you can add something like not the millisecond. Let's just go and add the second directly over here, and second, or maybe a 2 second over here. And let's just go and make this one as the const over here. And we also can provide the duration as well, right? So the constant duration of the 4 second, I guess, or maybe we can increase to the 5 second for that particular duration. And then we can have the curve, and curve, maybe we can add the elastic out or something. So you can just go and play around with this particular animation configuration. Reverse curve, maybe we can say fast out, slow in, and that should be fine. And finally, we'll just go and invalidate our view model. It's not required in the actual application, but in the actual application you may want to perform some certain tasks, but here we want, once we update it, we want to clear all of the states. That's why we are invalidating over here. It's not required in the real application. You should not always go and invalidate that. That is not a good way of clearing your the view model or the state over here. But here, since it's just a small app, and we are not worried about it. But in the real use case, you may not want to invalidate this particular view model provider every time you create or update the tasks over here. And once we invalidate, we want to go and get all of the tasks again. So this will give us the modified tasks from the API. And then finally, we want to pop back from this particular screen. So once we have all of those configuration and we also have this particular loading state, I guess that should be good enough for us. And let's go to our route. And in the route, what we can have to do is, let's go on to the top first of all. And once we go up, I guess we have some more thing left. So we have the listener, but we also need to grab the latest. Once we get this particular task, we also need to watch that, and we need to update the text field over here. So let's go and I'll say the data over here, and this data will be of we will go and update. We'll get that from the form data. So we are not going to grab it from the form data. We are going to grab the single task over here. So once we click on this one, it's going to call the API and it's going to update our tasks in the view model. And once we have that, so we got the data back, and from this particular data, I guess this will be of the async value. So what we will do is we'll just move this one. So let's just cut this section from here, and that should be here. So let's go down over here, and we need to watch that one actually. So if you go over here in the body, what we have to do is let's just go and move it down below. So once that is of the async value, we'll just have to say the body should be of the data that we have dot when, right? So once we grab that one, we need to grab the tags over here. So I guess let's just go and add the tags over here, and then I guess we'll just make this one as a task tags over here. And let's just go also add the one more, which will be of the, let's just go and add the comma over here, and we need error as well over here. So for the error and then the loading, we will just set it to center. For error, we'll just show a text over here, and then once we have the loading, we'll just go and show the circular progress indicator over here. So I guess we can just close it over here. And once we have this particular task, what we'll do is we'll just go and have the body for this particular task, and here we'll just go and fill in the text controller, and with that particular text that we are grabbing from that particular data, and we'll also fill in the day controller with the task.day over here. And from here we are going to return this particular one. So let's just go and grab this single child scroll view. This is what we will grab it from here. So let's just go and arrange this one properly. First of all, let's go and arrange this, and from here we are going to return it over here. So let's just go and close it over here, and once we close it, let's just go and add a proper intent over here. So let's just grab this and let's just go and add a proper intent. That should be fine. And once we have that, now we should go to our let's go to the router over here, and from the router what we need to do is we need to add a one more route, right? So let's just go and add the one more route over here, and that route should go to the update task screen, right? So update task screen from here, and here we need to pass in the ID. So I guess we will have to just go and remove this one from here, and from here we just need to go down over here, and here we are going to set this one as the update the task over here, and we need to grab the ID over here, and name should be of the update the task over here. And the hard coding of this is not a good way. You can just create a separate const variable for all of those, but here, since this is a small application, we'll just use it over here. And then the builder, in the builder, what we'll do is we need to grab that particular final ID over here, and ID will be of the state.the not the prompt, so it should be of the path parameters, and from the path parameters we are going to grab the ID, and can be of the null. So if it is of the null, I will just go and set it as an empty screen, and from here we'll just go and return our update task screen and pass in the ID from here. So that should be good for us, right? So this is what we have, and the next thing is that we need to open that particular page once we click on to this particular task. So let's go down to our task screen over here, and we will wrap this particular card. Let's just go and wrap this one with the widget, and here we'll just go and call the gesture detector over here, and on tab what we'll do is we'll go and call our context.push to our this particular the update task. So that should match with your particular route that you have. So I guess it's of the update the task task. So task, to make sure that the path name is correct. And once we have that, now we also need to pass in the id over here. So I'll just go and sorry for that, we should also pass in the id as a path parameter, right? So we'll just go and add our task id from here. So we are not going to pass it as an extra, so just go and remove that. So we'll just going to pass it as a path parameter over here, and that should be fine, I guess. So let's just go and let's take a look onto the update task screen over here, and let's see what is giving us that particular warning message over here, somewhere over here. Let's go and take a look, and let me try to find what went wrong over here. So we have some warning message over here. So I guess that should be fine for now. Let's just go and try to reload this on our application, and once that is loaded, we'll go to this particular task, and it is loading, and it is not filling that particular information over here. That may be because of this particular warning message that we have. Okay, so that is because we don't have a return statement over here that is giving us that particular warning. Sorry for that, we forgot to add the return statement over there. So now it should be fine. Now let's just go and click onto this, and now we got that particular information, and that should be fine. So let's just go and add this one, and you can see that we got that. Okay, so the information is particularly updated for us, right? And now if I go and update this one, and I'll just go and say as a 30, just go and save this one, and you can see the nice animation of our the toast message over here, and as well as you can see that it got updated over here. You can just go and update this one, try to save this one. That's cool. So now you can see nice animation as well as loading state, and all of this stuff are perfectly working fine. So that's all for this particular lesson. We were able to update our tasks successfully without any error, and we still have some of the more tasks left over here. One is to go and we should remove the we should call the delete. Once we will make use of the swipe to delete over here. So I will give you as a homework over here, and we will do that on our upcoming lecture as well. So till then, have a great day.